League officials are investigating and working on a fix. While they do, we're going to preview the action, and it does give us a little bit more time to talk about these interesting composition once again. Now, when you talked before about how Mad Lions were innovating and bending the meta, is that reflected as much in this draft, and how do you like it?
Well, I feel like we're seeing similarities to what we saw last week. What I do think is interesting is the fact that they drafted a Renekton, because what we talked about a lot in this draft was short range, right? When playing against a Graves, it's
how much early AP he decides to itemize. As another hook manages to land. My God, there's a reason this champion has been banned, and we're seeing it live in front of us as Kaiser has to run for the hills.
And the thing is you wouldn't necessarily expect that. Like, that's Hilly hitting the correct. Hilly had a bad game, but since that Blitzcrank and now on this Nautilus,
he's a savant. He can't miss. It takes a literal flash. Oh. Bless Kaiser and Carzzy, they're doing their best. Now Shadow, of course, shadowing his bottom lane to stop any potential dive from coming out. And this is obviously a very high-stakes, very serious match of the week, but I can't help but lose my mind on these hooks. Selfmade, though, potentially in trouble here if the takes the time to collapse.
Good
Instant
plans.
cap to Jack QSS. Humanoid now trying to pull back, and it's just going to make it on the slippery sticking from the corrupting pop, but it's not enough.
100 gold lead over Carzzy.
Oh, hold that thought there, Prosper. We might see a steal. Shadow trying to get it. He will be able to kick out. Now the stun coming in, though. Graves coming right back over the wall. They're going to try to lock him down, but it's a two-man shockwave. Carzzy now on the way in. Nemesis should be ready to flash this one, but here comes Whippo. He's called Orion into the Death Realm. He has
As soon as you get this up, Humanoid's about to get caught, Rekkles.
All right, we're going to hold that thought.
You have a job to do.
Humanoid now caught, locked up, and potentially knocked down. He will not be able to make it to that blast cone. He pulls two members of Fnatic into him. It is not the shockwave that he wanted. No more chances for Humanoid. This time he will go down.
Something about rolling it
this one unscathed. It'll set them up for a sole point before we're able to see Graves finish all that itemization. But now the fight's bringing himself into the midst of everyone, and Kaiser going to find the double knockup. Silence will not come out quite yet. Selfmade and Rekkles fighting together, but meanwhile on the back line, members of Fnatic are dying left and right. A clean flash out for Fnatic. Whippo has isolated Arome so he cannot TP into the fight. Trying to keep the 1v1 going as the Natural Tooth procs come out, but the Crocodile will walk away, and at the end of the day, it's just a very messy exchange.
While keeping Humanoid safe to contest the wave clear to delay this.
Shadow now been knocked up. Rekkles now on the way, and the Silence is coming out. He's pulled back into the Silence, and now he's locked down by the snare. Fnatic now just need to pull back. The TP already now coming out. Kaiser rushing in. He wants to turn this one. Playing it nice and slow on the side of Fnatic. They will back off with that single pick. Good catch from Hilly again.
And that's the thing. It was an inch. Mad Lions messed up for a split second where they were slightly out of position.
Self-made! You cannot dance around that.
It was so close for so long, and Fnatic might rip it open now.
And here's the thing, they obliterate Baron. They have Nashor's Tooth, Mordekaiser, a Graves, a Twisted Fate, and a Soraka to keep everyone healthy. If Mad want to contest this, they're going to be contesting a full health Fnatic outside of Rekkles. They have to be very careful. And Fnatic just get it. We were in a neck-and-neck game, Prosper, and where can Mad win the ensuing 4v4? Whippo taking a big chunk before the fight starts, and that's going to be massive. Whippo now needs to flash out. Death Realm can come in. He has isolated Kaiser, so he can't use the second stack of the ult on the rest of the team. But if it disappears, he may still be able to get the knockup. Kaiser, in the meantime, Soul is going to be picked up by the side of Mad Lions, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. Humanoid still pulling back, still retreating. The gold card will connect. Rekkles moving forward. That's the silent. Is it going to be enough? The phase rush is now procced. The flash forward. Humanoid will respond with a flash of his own. The extra shield now coming in is clutch. It's just in time from Carzzy. They can look to turn. Nemesis still alive, still wants to get this done. This is the power of Soraka. Nemesis refuses to die. He has no mana, but it does not matter. The rest of the team now moving back to the mid lane. The fight will break off for now, but Shadow potentially smells blood.
He has his flash, he has his heal. He'll hopefully have it up for the next fight.
Eyes on Whippo as well as he pulls out the Death Realm. He needs to be careful on this one. The rest of the team is now collapsing, but Nemesis continues to push on the top side. It looks like Whippo will just give up his life in this exchange. Caught overextending. Definitely not what Fnatic needed in this instance. What can they get in return?
I just don't think Mad Lions have a clear path to the Baron. This game is still on a knife's edge, and now we're looking at
pull back. Selfmade going to make his way out the kick. Rekkles taking out the fight, but he's still able to flash to safety. Rest of the fight continuing to move forward. Shadow knocked up. That's big damage coming in. Selfmade trying to finish the kill, but that's the shield. Hillsang going in. Whippo off to the backside. Arome moving in, but it might be too little. Too late. Redemption going to heal them up. It resets the stage for these teams to fight on. The minion wave is here. They can look to take the tier 2 as Mad are split, but instead going to fight for the mid lane priority. But they're going to back off.
Mad have to make the right call right now. Elder is going to be spawning in 30 seconds, and yeah, they have to defend the tower, but Fnatic will have the This is going to be it. This will be the team fight that will decide the game.
Pull back, collateral damage coming out from Selfmade to take him to safety. Whippo isolating Shadow. Nemesis off to the backside. Disengage options are now limited. He's waiting for him to come out of the Death Realm. Shadow retreats now to his team.
So well done.
Notice there that he uses the ward hop, it looks like, to make it to safety because he can't see it in the Death Realm.
Massive cooldown, though, that was used on Shadow. Yeah, you trade 1-for-1 of the Dragon Rage, but you would have liked to get that Orianna or that Wukong.
Nemesis playing with fire here as he kills the ward. Does have his flash up and available. Snare coming down, everyone knows the objective is the focus, but they burn everything in the pit to try to get Nemesis, and he flashes over the wall. He's baited the fight, and Selfmade is now on a rampage in the backside. Selfmade still untouched, still full health. Whippo alive as well. They're chunking through. Nemesis on the backside trying to buy space for the rest of the team, but Humanoid lives, and the Orianna can take over this fight. The command dissonance. Kaiser on the way in, and Fnatic are falling as Mad will take the Elder.
I don't think Nemesis baited the team fight. I actually think he just made the wrong call. He got stuck in the pit. He then teleports behind, and immediately Mad Lion's perfect in communication. Nemesis came up behind them. Mad Lion turned around and blew him up.
So clean, and this time there is no Rekkles deal for Rekkles.
Where we like, you know, this is Fnatic. You make a single mistake, they rip a game away from you. Mad Lions pulled it back, and they pulled it back with super crisp team fighting and great 1v1 individual issues with Fnatic's composition is they lack a lot of these tools to safely wave clear, which means they're relying on a fight.
Hosang stepping very far forward. The pullback from Whippo will not connect. He's trying to clear the wave. In the meantime, Hosang pulled back, though. They may have found him out. Rekkles does not have enough healing, but they will clear the creep wave. They give up Hosang's life to buy a bit more time. Mad still advantage. Let's see if they push in for more.
I think Mad just need to be patient. Unfortunately, they didn't play in any of their other lanes. They just grouped up as 5, so it's not like they can immediately rotate out to another lane. I think it's going to be this inhib and then reset, so unless Fnatic massively just run into Mad here, they should live to fight another day.
Shadow cannot find it. Was looking for the slip forward, but now he's going to get pulled back. He's got the GA. He's going to buy a bit more time, and Selfmade is down. This could just be the end of the game right here. Orome continuing to push forward. Shadow is still up. Remember, Nemesis is going to get taken out here. Rekkles, the last man standing. There's not enough Mad Lions. I cannot believe it. Frostgurren, you said it yourself. For the longest time, LEC has been the 2-horse race. Everyone thought OG would be the ones to contest at the top. But here today, Mad Lions remind us why they were the ones to take down G2, why they were the ones to find that upside, and why their name is the one that has to be respected.
We called it in the middle of the cast. We said that's the difference between the middle of the pack and Fnatic and Mad Lions. Tear it down and say no. You remember?